Hey everybody, it's Dustin here from Handsome Phantom, and I wanted to make a quick video to tell you about SUPERHOT VR. So I've only put about an hour in, so that's why this is more of a preview, just to give you a look at some of the gameplay on PSVR. But I've put about an hour in, and man, I am having a ton of fun with it. So this game was already out on the Oculus with the Oculus Touch controllers a while back, but is now available on PSVR. The basic premise of SUPERHOT is when you move, time moves. So when you're not moving, time is almost completely frozen. And then as soon as you move your arms or you fire a gun or something, time speeds up. So on the outside, SUPERHOT really looks like a shooting game, but it's almost 50% puzzle as well, just because you have to figure out what guns you're going to grab at what time and how you're going to fire them, as well as throwing the guns, and so it's definitely a bit of a mind game. So if you've already played the normal SUPERHOT on either PC or Xbox One, there's still a lot of new content here. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is considered all new content. It is not the same game as the first game. This is all new levels and a whole new story specifically for VR. So you're definitely want to jump in for those aspects alone. On the other hand as well, it's totally different playing the game in VR. It's totally satisfying in a different way. Specifically for me, there's a mechanic where you reach out and punch guys right in the face. And it is really, really satisfying to actually put your arm out there and punch. SUPERHOT was already an amazing feeling game to play. It made you feel like you were Neo in the Matrix, and this is just totally amplified when you are playing SUPERHOT VR. You will be punching one guy and then reaching up and grabbing a weapon midair, and firing and grabbing a weapon with another hand while simultaneously dodging. It makes you feel really, really cool to play this game. The other thing I wanted to mention was this game is really challenging and sometimes maybe to a fault. So the way the process works is that you start a level and you have a few different scenarios that you need to fight through and kill all the enemies. Well, if you die during one of those, you will have to go back to the beginning of that set. So even if you get to the very end and die in some stupid way, you will have to go back to the beginning. Now, that may sound repetitive and boring to do the same sequence over and over again, but I actually think that's one of the things that's so great about the game is that every time you go back, you will have new ways to do different things. And not that there's new things to do on the level itself, the levels are the same, but you as the player have new knowledge from the different repetition of the levels and want to experiment and try out new things. And there's definitely a lot of different really cool ways to kill enemies. So far I have had a couple tracking issues here and there, and I think the most frustrating thing has been if there is a gun on the ground. Sometimes it is really difficult to pick up since you'll be bending over to try to pick it up and your motion controllers will be out of view from the camera. So it can be difficult to figure that out, and there may be some things that I can adjust in my setup, but there was really nothing game breaking or felt like it made it unplayable in any way, and the errors themselves didn't happen all the time. It was just a couple moments here and there that it was a little frustrating when you got through a set of levels and then ended up dying because your motion controls screwed up. The last tip I have if you do decide to pick up this game is to make sure you have a clear playing space. I know they always say that for motion controls with either back in the Wii days or now with PlayStation VR, but in my first hour of playing, I successfully walked over in VR while playing to my coffee table and completely spilled over an entirely full glass of water, which was not fun to clean up. I had to throw off the VR headset. It was a complete mess. So sincerely, take it to heart and make sure you have a clear playing space, no glasses of water. So yeah, that's SUPERHOT VR. It's really awesome, and based on my first impression, it's super fun. I highly recommend checking it out. We will be doing a full review over at handsomephantom.com, so be on the lookout for that. Thanks for hanging out with me for this video, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot. I'm going to end this video with some more gameplay clips, so yeah, enjoy and thanks. We'll see you guys next time.
Super hot. Super. Super hot. Super